Hope you are all fine at home. Today we are going to see some interesting experiments in science. What is science? Do you have any idea? Yes. Science is a body of both knowledge and a process. Knowledge, you can gain knowledge by reading some books, but process, you have to do some experiments. From that experiment, what are the results you are gaining? From that you have to conclude some results. Okay dears, so today first experiments, that is interesting experiments, what we are going to say is air. Do you know what is air? Everybody knows. Air is all around us. We are surviving with the help of air only. Even plants need air to grow. For this air, some properties are there. What are they? Some of them are: air has weight, air occupies space, and air helps in burning. So now I am going to show you how air helps in burning. Okay dears, see. This is 2 candles. Now I am going to burn these 2 candles. See children, how these 2 candles are burning so brightly. Yes. Now I am going to do one thing in this. See, this is a glass. I am going to put this glass on one candle. So this glass is transparent, so you will come to know what is happening inside that glass. See here. Observe very closely. Oh, what is this? So one candle stopped its burning. I kept this glass on this second candle, so the candle stopped its burning. So when I kept like this, so there is no oxygen get into inside that glass, so this candle stopped its burning. The another one, so the air is all around us, so still this candle is burning. So from this experiment we came to know air helps in burning. Good. Next interesting thing I am going to show you. So it's generally, you know, so whenever we are feeling so hot, we will switch on the light and we will switch on the fan. So you will get bright lights and fans. But how its lights and fans are working? By simply switching on that light, switching on that switches and on and off. Yes? Okay. So for that, I am going to explain one small favor on this. See children, this is an electronic circuit diagram. So for each and every switch, we need this. This is the basic need of a switch to work out. So here, this is a battery. So why every battery has one positive side and one negative side, and this is a bulb and this is a switch. Can you see 2 diagrams are there? Can you observe what is the difference between these 2? Yes, correct dear. See, the only difference between these 2 diagrams are switch. So here the switch is in off position. In this diagram the switch is in on position. So when the switch is in on position, the current will flow in this whole circuit. So when the switch is in on condition, the battery will get energy, and based on the switch, the bulb will glow. So when the switch is in off position, so the current flow is cut down in this place, so the bulb will not glow. So I am going to show you this electric circuit with an experiment. Yes? On position. So when the switch is in on position, the current will flow in this whole circuit. So when the switch is in on condition, the battery will get energy, and based on the switch, the bulb will glow. So when the switch is in off position, so the current flow is cut down in this place, so the bulb will not glow. So I am going to show you this electric circuit with an experiment. Yes? See here, what an interesting things. So it's all available things in the market. Okay, so this is the battery. Yes, can you see this plus symbol in this side and minus symbol in another side? And this is a bulb, and this is a switch. So here can you see this I and O, means off position and on position. That is in and off, it means. So now the battery is connected with bulb, and again the bulb is connected with the switch, and the switch is also connected with this battery. So when the switch is, now see here, the switch is in off position, so there is no current in this circuit, so the bulb will not glow. Okay, so whenever I am switching on this, the bulb will glow. Wow! See here how nicely and how brightly the light is on. It's glowing now. Yes. So when the switch is on, the current is flowing through this battery to this bulb, so the bulb started glowing. So when I switched off this light, see, so when I switched off this light switch, so the current flow through this battery is cut down, so the bulb stopped glowing. So this is the actual basic mechanisms of all switches in our houses, in all other places. Got it, children? I hope you enjoyed these two experiments. So next time again I will see you with some other interesting science experiments. Okay? Bye, children.
I hope you kids are doing well and keeping safe. Today I'm going to show you a science experiment which is very easy and simple, and which could easily be performed by you at home also. And the experiment which I'm going to show you is about bouncy egg. It's a very easy and simple experiment, and for this experiment we required certain things. For the very first thing which we require here is the egg, the raw egg. You can take a single raw egg for your experiment. Along with that you require a glass or a jar with a white mouth, right? This white mouth is very important for it, because when this raw egg will convert into a bouncy egg, it will be a little bit bigger in its size, and as this can easily, so that it can easily come out from the jar, we need it white mouth jar, right? Along with that we need a little bit of vinegar for it, because we are going to immerse our egg into the vinegar. So these are the only three things which we require for our experiment, and these are quite simple and easy things which are easily available at our home. So let's get started with this experiment. So first of all, what we need to do is we need to put our raw egg into the glass. We need to put it very gently because it is a very raw egg, so we need to be very careful. and later on we need to put some vinegar into it. The quantity of vinegar should be that much, so that the egg completely get immersed into it, right? And once the egg get immersed into this vinegar, you can find a lot of bubbles coming up. Along with that, the outer shell of the egg is covered with the bubbles. So I would like to tell you that why this is happening. As I'm trying to show you this thing, there are a lot of bubbles on the outer shell of the egg, right? So this is happening because the outer shell of the egg is made up of calcium carbonate, right? And when this calcium carbonate gets in contact with the vinegar, it gets reacted and it releases CO2, and because of that CO2, the bubbles are formed. Clear? So after that, after doing this activity, what we need to do is we need to keep this complete experiment for about 24 to 48 hours aside. We need to keep it aside for a particular time, that is for 24 to 48 hours. And as it takes a lot of time, you can make your child to watch, or you can easily watch what is going during this duration with the egg. The egg gets slightly softened, and the outer layers, that is the outer shell of the egg, it slowly gets diminished, or you can say vanished from this. So I have already kept this egg for at least 48 hours, and now how it has changed from raw egg into a bouncy egg, I'll show it to you. I have this egg. This is the one which I have kept it right away, and I've asked you to keep it for 24 to 48 hours. And after 48 hours, the egg which I got is this. I'll show you. This is the egg which I got. You can see the transparency, you can see the puffiness of the egg. It's quite soft, though it is still raw, it is uncooked, but still it is quite soft, and it seems to be like a spongy ball which we generally used to play with it, right? And you can see it has completely changed into yellow color. We can only find the yellowish color of the egg because the outer shell, which I was earlier telling you about, which is made up of calcium carbonate, it has been vanished, and it has been completely reacted with the vinegar, and it has changed into bubbles. That is, it has been released by CO2 in the form of CO2. And after keeping it for 48 hours, I get this one. So I'll show you. See, it's quite puffy and it is quite bouncy, right? So this is a very simple experiment which can be easily conducted at home, though you need your parents for it. And for parents also, it is quite easy to conduct this experiment with their kids and allow them to note the changes which are occurring on hourly basis, or you can say on after certain time, after certain hours have passed away, you can note it down, what happened to the egg, whether the bubbles are still there or not, is the egg is getting in bigger size or not, is egg floating in the vinegar, or it has been sinked. So these are the things which you can notice and keep it and make a note of it. And after 48, maybe sometimes it can take more than 48 hours, so don't get panic. Just keep calm, and after the specific duration, take out the egg and you will find the changes in the egg. And this is how this egg, the raw egg, has been converted into bouncy ball, right? So though it is very delicate, we need to be a little bit careful also, because if it get pinch off, or if it get a small hole even this into its layer, into this membrane, it can burst it out. So don't make that thing messy. And just to show the kids the nature, the science, you can easily conduct this experiment at home. So kids, let me know how you found this experiment. Is it interesting or not? And also try to conduct it at home in the invigilation of your parents. and do let me know what was the result you got it after conducting the experiment.
Hello everyone. Now I am going to show you an experiment. Name of the experiment is water walking experiment. Now I am going to show you things needed for this experiment. Things needed for the experiment are transparent glasses, minimum 5 glasses here I have taken, tissue papers, any 3 colors you can take, and water. Now next step, I am pouring water in first glass. Here second glass I am keeping empty, in third glass I am putting water, fourth glass I am keeping empty, and in last glass I am putting water. Now next, here I am taking green color, I am pouring green color in first glass. Next I am taking yellow color, I am pouring this color in this glass. Here I am taking purple color, I am pouring this color in last glass. Now what I am doing, I am taking tissue paper, I am connecting first glass with second glass. In second glass there is no water. Now again I am connecting second glass with third one. Again I am connecting third glass with fourth glass. Again I am connecting fourth glass with fifth glass. After some time there will be magic. The second glass, which is empty right now, will be filled with the colors green and yellow. The mixture of green and yellow will be seen in the second glass. Same here also, this glass is empty right now, but after some time it will be filled with the colors yellow and purple. After some time, you can clearly see the water from the first and third glass has been shifted to the second glass, all because of the help of tissue papers dipped in the first and third glass. Similarly, here also, the water has been shifted in the middle glass. This is all about water walking experiment. Thank you.